What's up, guys? It's me, Zine. I'm back. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, and I know why I said that in that video. I said I was gonna start posting more, and I was posting shorts. If you guys didn't tap in with those, I was posting like motivation shorts, whatever. So I was uploading, but I wasn't uploading like actual like full long 8-minute long videos. But I'm back, and this video is a Q&A. I posted on my Instagram Q&A questions. Ask me, and I answer them in a video. And I've been holding back making this video for quite some time now. Like literally, I think I had the questions for like at least like 3 to 4 weeks now. And every time I go sit down or take a camera to go record, I just either the weather outside is bad, and I just get home. I'm just like, I'll do it later, and I just go to the gym and just end up forgetting about it. But I'm back. So the Q&A video, and let's get right into it. So first question is, when are you coming back to Twitch and competitive gaming? I spoke on it on like the last video. I talked about I'm not coming back to competitive gaming anytime soon, or for that, really never. But never know, things might change your life. But I'm not doing this competitive gaming thing anymore. It's just like it wasn't really for me, or I wouldn't even say it wasn't for me, but I just like couldn't really keep up with it anymore. And I felt like I was just putting in a lot of time, and it really wasn't as enjoyable for me anymore. And I just like stepped back from it, went to like do other things that kind of benefited me, because I just felt like I was just playing the games to play at that point. And they made a lot of changes that it was just like not for me. But still love for y'all guys out there. So hope you guys, for everybody out there who's grinding, trying to get it, I hope you guys get that shit. But at the end of the day, it's not for me. I had another idea in mind, I had another vision, and I started acting up on that. But as for Twitch, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I miss Twitch. I miss y'all on Twitch, bro. Like, I'd be having moments where I'm just like, here, I'm just like, damn, how can I be streaming right now? Like, I remember I was updating my PC, and I updated OBS, and I was like, oh, what's stopping me from just clicking go live? But soon, just stay tuned. Just keep an eye out for your notifications. If it says ZNR is streaming, tap in, bro. Tap in, because it's gonna be a lit stream whenever I come back. Just remember that. That was question number 1. Question number 2. What's up with your clothing brand? When is it coming out? So if you guys do not know, I started my clothing brand in September. And that was just like me just designing, playing around with Procreate, doing stuff. And then I kind of locked in, and I just like made some heat, I should say. I made a nice puff print hoodie. Started sampling it in November. Got my first sample in December. Sample was okay. Puff print quality was nice, but within a couple of weeks, the hoodie started to fall apart, and I was not jacking that. I hate buying stuff that falls apart, and I do not want anybody else to like buy something that's gonna fall apart. So I just like I tried talking to the manufacturer about it, and she's like, all right. Then Lunar New Year came along, and if you know about that, I had a Chinese manufacturer, so she shut her factory down for Lunar New Year. So I had to wait a month, and when the month passed and we started talking about things, then price changed up and everything changed. I was like, I'm not rocking with that. So then I tapped into the boy DRA for his exclusive, his like manufacturer pack. Shout out to DRA. He gave me a bunch of manufacturers. I talked to a couple of them, and I found one I liked, and that leads us to today. My second samples of the ash black hoodies are supposed to be outside my door in a couple hours too. So I should say, if everything goes right, everything's nice, clean, smooth, I'm finally dropping them mid-April, late April. I'm dropping them. So just keep an eye out for that. Tap into the TikTok, the Instagram, and just stay tuned. If you guys really love it, I fuck with it. I appreciate it. So tap in. Remember that. The third question is, what is one quote that you live by, or quotes that you live by? I'll give you 2 quotes. Was one I heard it from Joey Badass from TikTok. He said it on an interview. Where you are today is a reflection of your past thoughts. And boy, when I heard that sparked fire in my mind, sparked electricity everywhere. Because I was just like, that is so true. Because think about it. What you wanted to have, whatever you have today, or you obtained today that you wanted years, months ago, and you have today, whether it's a job that you wanted, that car that you wanted, the phone, the bag, the sneaker that you wanted, you thought about it previous years before and you worked to it, right? And you got it, right? So your past thoughts are a reflection of where you are today. So whatever you thought about being and today you got that, your past thoughts are a reflection of where you were. So I always love that quote, and I feel like everybody should kind of like live by it and remember about it. And then my second one is a quote from Juice WRLD. This quote, love it. It's a great quote from Juice. There's just like so many truths behind it. If I could find it. But okay. The quote goes, I'm not the same nigga that I was a year ago. I thank God every day. It's a miracle. And they're kind of close to the first quote from Joey, because it's all about like who you are, who you were last year, whatever struggles you're kind of going. That's the way I kind of perceive it. Whatever struggles you're currently going through last year, battling last year, things do change, things get better. You improve, you get better over life, because I feel like as humans, we generally improve throughout our whole like time span. We evolve and improve. So that's another quote that I kind of really value and live by. So shout out to Juice and Joey. And I'll just give you a third one for bonus. Just Love Yours from J. Cole. One of my favorite songs from J. Cole. And it's just love yours. Like, love your life, bro. Love your family. Whatever you have, just love it. Because there's always going to be somebody with a better family than you. More money, better car, better shoes. Just love yours and enjoy yours. That's what you got there today. So those three quotes that I truly love and appreciate and I live by. I feel like everybody else should kind of live by it. If not, at least live by the J. Cole one. Love yours. Trust me, it's going to make your life better. On to the fourth question. What are some of your struggles right now and how are you dealing with them? One of my struggles right now that's kind of holding me back a lot, I could say, is the fear of judgment. So like, necessarily speaking for me, is me going out in public with a camera, recording something. It kind of gives me that imposter syndrome, like I'm trying to be a YouTuber, but at the end of the day, like, what the fuck am I trying to be? I already am. I've been making content for like fucking 4 years now on the internet, so I am a content creator already. But it's just like, I hate, like, I feel like it's weird, because I always feel like people are judging me when they're really not at the end of the day. Yeah, people might stare, give you some weird looks, but at the end of the day, they're not gonna be like, their like whole life most not gonna lead up to be like, I remember I was walking in the street and I seen this kid who was recording with a camera, what a loser. Like, no, they're probably gonna forget about you recording if they've seen you like within like the next 30-20 minutes, because there always be something new to see. But I feel like that's one thing that I'm struggling with right now, and that I'm kind of like, it's holding me back. But how am I dealing with it necessarily is, I'm basically trying to get out there more. Just like pick the camera up, go out, record, do whatever I need to do. So that's one way I'm dealing with it. And I feel like a lot of people too, like speaking for you guys, I feel like a lot of us have these fears that kind of hold us back, whether it's the fear of judgment, the fear of failure, and all these things that are kind of holding us back a little bit. I feel like we should say, fuck it, bro. Just do it. At the end of the day, it's your life. You could do what you gotta do. The people who you think are gonna judge you, they're not gonna be judging you 10 years later when you make it. And if you don't think about it, if you don't start it, you could have started a whole effect. If you started recording content and giving back and stuff, you could have set a pace for the next person down the line, the next YouTuber, the next designer down the line, if you don't start creating your own content. Because how can we truly inspire others to be their best versions if we're not doing that for ourselves? And my greatest prime example for that is Kai Cenat. If you guys have seen if you tap in during his like marathon or subathon, he like mentioned him watching Roman Atwood as a child, and I used to love Roman Atwood as a child when I was like young, watching him. And he's talking about how he used to watch him and how he kind of inspired him to start making content, and he did it, and look where he ended up now. So it's basically that effect. But yeah, so just like, fuck them fears, fuck what's holding you back, and just do it at the end of the day. Leading us to the next question. Our fifth question. Do you believe that love correlates with faith? Like God places a person in your life? I truly do believe that, not just with love, or just like everything in general. I believe that God puts specific people in our lives to help us become the person that we're meant to be, whether that's for a chapter, a season, or our whole lives. He puts people in places in our lives that he feels like we need help with. And I truly believe that. And as of love, I feel like it plays a part of faith to a certain extent. But I believe it. You can say I believe it. Because, like, it's just weird. I'm romantic and I, like, watch a lot of movies about this type of shit. But, like, sometimes the timing you meet somebody is just, like, inedible sometimes. You could be going something and you meet somebody who helps you out at that time. You just got out of something and you're like, you're good, you're feeling confident, you're like the best version of yourself, and you meet somebody who's like that same thing. It's just like, you never know, bro. It's truly faith. But I believe it that. That's what I could say about that question. But it's a good question. Question number 6. In your perspective, what's the meaning of life? In my perspective, what's the meaning of life? Whew. That's a deep question. In my perspective, I feel like the meaning of life is just becoming the best version of yourself, working on yourself, and kind of like being you and having an impact on the world, whether that's a minor or major impact, and just leaving behind a legacy, building something of value, helping others. That's the meaning of life for me, in a way. Like, I always just like, because at the end of the day, it's just like, we're here for a short amount of time, but a long amount of time to actually make change. And I feel like very few people do make change because they feel like they can't. But you can make a change right now, whether it's by donating like $10-20 to a cause on GoFundMe or somewhere. You can make some change. So I feel like the meaning of life is just making change around, just making the world a better place and becoming the best version of yourself. So to me, that's the meaning of life. That's what I currently think the meaning of life is right now on my journey. Is just becoming the best version of yourself and helping others and blessing others. That's how I feel about it. But good question. And I could go like in depth with these questions, but I'll try to keep the video to like a 9 minute radius. But yeah. Question number 7. What's your top 5 favorite artists right now? Whew. Alright. Top 5. Drake at number 1. Juice WRLD at number 2. And then I'm gonna put you guys on. Ruth B at number 3. Frank Ocean at number 4. And the 5th place, I'll give it to Brent. Cap. 5th is J. Cole. Locked. So Drake, Juice, Ruth B. What the fuck was the 4th one? Frank Ocean. And my brain is out of it right now. J. Cole. But yeah, Drake, Juice WRLD, Ruth B, Frank Ocean, J. Cole. Top 5 right there. Elite. And you guys can't lie. My top 5 is elite. But those are my top 5 current artists right now. Favorite artists. Question number 8, I believe. When do you think it's time to move on from a situationship? I'm gonna keep it short. Move on when you feel like you're holding yourself back and you're constantly thinking about that person too much and nothing is really happening. Because at the end of the day, no response is a response. So if you want something with that person and they keep not giving you a response, that's the time for you to move on from a situationship. You guys could be like good friends, you guys love the presence of each other, but if you want something and that other person doesn't want the same thing, and then at that point, and you kind of like do more damage to yourself at a time, just move on, bro. There's so much things better you could be doing with your life instead of sitting and fantasizing about that one person. Just move on. Become that person. So I feel like that's the time when you should move on from a situationship. When you have the most uncertainty about that situationship, just move on. Cut yourself the time and just move on and do better stuff. Question number 9. Let's say you had a girl right now. How would you make sure she feels like a queen? Oof. Damn. Good question. If I had a girl currently right now, I would just basically remind her that she's important to my life right now. One thing I always would do if I had a girl is let's say we got on a date, right? I write some small notes as we're on the date, or when she's currently I could drop in her bag and just let her see that later down the line if she ever clean her bag and she sees that note. I'll just do small things to let her know that she's she's valuable to me, you know? I feel like a lot of other people be like, oh, I'm gonna buy her this, that, like, nah. That materialistic thing with that, yeah, I'll buy a relationship. Like, I'm not gonna OD on materialistic stuff. At the end of the day, you should know that you're valuable to me, and I just want the things to be, I want to express myself without, like, basically splurging you. I want you to know that you're valuable and you're a keeper. But I haven't found that person yet, so until then, that's my response. Question number 10. What are some advice for people that you have for people that are going through depression? It's simple. For me, my like key advice if you're going through a hard time or depression is you're just in an L chapter of a W book. Don't give up, bro. Because at the end of the day, your story, your life right now is somebody's story that could help them win. So you're just in an L chapter of a W book. It's just a dark time, and I feel like our true selves are truly forged during the dark times. No pressure, no diamond. No pain, no gain. So remember that. If you're battling depression, you're going through a dark time, you're truly at an L chapter of a W book. You're meant to win, and that's just God testing you to see if you're the toughest soldier. So that's the best advice that I have for people going through depression right now. Just get up, stop being a victim at the end of the day, and just work to becoming you and better. Actually, my opinions on depression, you know. Question number 11. Wait, is this the same question? I had the same question. All right, question number 11. What's your type when it comes to females? Not physical traits, by the way. My type when it comes to female, I like an intelligent woman. I don't like that Barbie stuff. Like, you're not intelligent. I like you to be like book smart in a way. You're book smart. You're just overall, you're just intelligent, and you have good morals. Like, you're not gonna be doing dumb shit and random shit. You're well-rounded, you have good morals, and you're really family-oriented. So you gotta be smart, intelligent, good morals, family-oriented. Those are like my top 3, basically. If you don't have all 3 of those, I'm sorry, I can't. Those are my standards. They're pretty high for like the society I live in now. But those are like those are my type. That's my type when it comes to women. And like, yeah, you gotta just be physically attractive. That's the only physical part. You just gotta be like beautiful. That's a good look, a nice face. I know it said no physical traits, by the way, but those are my things. Intelligent, family orientated, and good morals, and being a well-grounded woman. That is it. And yeah, those are like my basically 4 traits. There's probably more, but I'm not gonna go on. I'm just gonna leave you as those 4, because those are the foundation for like a good partner and healthy relationship. That's just my opinion. Some other people might say different, but that's just me. But yeah. There was a lot of good questions during this Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys gained some value out of it. And if you guys are new here, subscribe to join the ZRI. You know, subscribe and let me know what you think. If you guys want, you guys could ask me more questions. I'll respond to them in the comments and stuff. And yeah, so the next clip is gonna be a clip of me either wearing my hoodie, my new samples of my brand. So just stay tuned out for that. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.